What up, weeches and beaches? Welcome to the new moon in Taurus pick a card reading. This is to see what this new moon in Taurus is bringing up for you. New moons are all about manifestation and seed planting, intention creating, and Taurus is an earth sign. They're all about luxury and home and feeling good and cozy and all of that good stuff. So this new moon is really bringing forth this invitation for all of us to get our material needs met and our home looking and feeling right so that we can kick back, relax, and really enjoy our home space. And so with that in mind, this pick a card is with the intention to get an idea of what this new moon is really bringing up for you and also how best to work with this new moon in Taurus energy. So if you've never done a pick a card reading before, each one of these piles is a different energy. If you feel called to a specific deck already, then please go ahead and click the timestamp below and jump ahead to that one. If you need to really lean into more of the crystals speaking to you, then this one right over here, pile one, we have Labradorite right here. Ooh, she pretty, she pretty. Pile two is a rose quartz or pink quartz. And then pile three is a raw amethyst. So go ahead and jump to whatever pile is speaking to you and let's unpack, bitch. Group one, welcome to your new moon reading. If you chose the Labradorite crystal, then this is your pile. Let's get into it, bitch. All right, we have the butterfly, the escapist. I didn't look at these cards, by the way. I didn't look at them yet. I literally just shuffled and they fell out and I put them in a pile and here we are. Baby steps, and then believe in the impossible. Your dreams need a practical plan. Ooh, wow. So we are already in this place of basically, it feels like you are at the precipice of this evolution for yourself. And this is a full moon in Taurus, but we are talking about the new moon in Taurus. Essentially, it feels like group one, you guys are in this place of being able to create the life that you want for yourself. Right now, you're kind of in this position of evolving. So let's flip these over a little bit. Allow yourself to leave behind the past and what is no longer necessary so you can truly be the person you have worked hard to become. And the escapist, you or someone you care about may seek refuge in escapist behavior when faced with limits, difficulties, or sorrow of some kind or of some sort. So group one, it feels like you guys are getting this heads up from the universe to allow yourself to recognize you are at a point of really evolving and leveling up into the version of yourself that you've been wanting to be. It does require you, though, to allow yourself to really be present in this evolution rather than trying to escape and keeping yourself busy or scrolling on your phone or like avoiding the next responsibility that you have. If you genuinely want this thing that you're working on or this future version of yourself to be real and to be fully realized, this Taurus new moon is inviting you to embody that version of yourself already. The one that walks into the room and networks and introduces themselves, and not only just introduces themselves, but introduces themselves as the version of themselves that they want to be. So allowing yourself to know that you just need to take those little steps in order to create your dreams into reality. So perfect because, again, this new moons are all about manifestation, and it just feels like you need to give your manifestations a fair shot by participating in the responsibilities that they require in order for them to like be fully realized. That means you can't just sit there and dream about being a business owner. It's literally 2, 3, 4. So I don't know if you guys can even see that. It's 2, 3, 4 right now. Bruh. Yeah. It's 2, 3, 4 right now, and that is all about progression. So again, it is this message of, if you want that business to be realized, if you want to be a business owner, then you need to start introducing yourself as the business owner. You need to start networking as if that business is already a reality. Okay, what else is going on? What else do we need to know for group 1? It feels like you guys have a tendency, this escapist card is like bullseye for what I'm seeing here. No pun intended, bull, Taurus, all of that. But it feels like you guys have like a history and a tendency of being impatient, wanting things to like be how they used to be, where you perceived things as being easier. But ultimately it feels like you're in this place of feeling imbalanced and impatient. Yeah, and it's around your finances. And, you know, I don't blame you, because this new moon in Taurus, like I said, is really heavily connected to earthly things, material things, your home, your money, your career. And so it makes sense that these feelings of urgency and then wanting to escape, but also feeling like you're evolving and you need to grow, like that I get. I fully understand. Spirit is guiding you, however, to grow beyond that. To understand like you are ready to see your evolution. And not only that, but to see the evolution of the things you're working on. Baby steps, action, follow your intuition before it makes sense. Believe in the impossible too. Your dreams need a plan. It's all about this. You've been thinking about it. You've been connecting to it. You've been having visions of what future you looks like, feels like, lives like. Now this new moon is really inviting you to take the initiative and create the practical steps required in order to like get that business off the ground, or to manage your money in a better way. Like you can make all the money that you want, but if you're not looking at budgeting, then you're not going to be a good steward of that money, and therefore you're always going to be the paycheck to paycheck. So this new moon is really calling you to look at the part of yourself that's been acting from a place of impatience and escapism, and call yourself out on your own bullshit. All right, aim towards your dreams and take the practical steps necessary to bring them into reality. Bright future. Stop worrying, everything is going to be fine. Yeah, whatever it is you're working on, group 1, know that it is going to be, how I keep hearing is powerhouse. I keep hearing powerhouse, powerhouse, powerhouse. I don't think you guys have let yourself access how powerful you actually are, because of this escapist energy, because of you just like doom scrolling or eating some bullshit or sitting on the couch as opposed to like stretching or moving or going for a walk. Like that whole escapist energy has been keeping you in that impatient, fear-based place. I also feel like you guys are super creative too. The arts, express yourself through creative activities. This group is a really creative group, one that is ready to express themselves creatively, and I think that might be why the material world feels so triggering or so like disconnected for you, is simply just because you exist more in this creative, idea-driven flow. And whatever these ideas have been, Spirit's like, bro, we want to see them in the real world, so get to fucking work. And this Taurus new moon is the energy to support those ideas coming into reality. So I want to, what do I want to do? I want to read this one to you, Baby Steps. I didn't plan on reading the guidebook for these ones, but it just feels appropriate. So here we are, my love. Let's read Baby Steps. You are being called to take grounded action in response to your soul's calling. To start where you are and begin building in a consistent way. So many people stop themselves from living a soul-led life because they're waiting to know the destination before taking the first step. But intuition doesn't work like that. Our soul is always calling us, every moment of every day. The way to find yourself living in harmony with the cosmos is to listen to your soul's baby calls and whispers each and every day, and to take grounded action in the direction of those calls and whispers. You're being encouraged to start small, bite-sized, to put one foot in front of the other, to do one thing every day, to break things down into achievable tasks. Time on Earth goes slower than on other planets. This may cause frustration for starseeds who can expect a faster pace of manifestation and thus give up before the seeds begin to sprout. That's that impatience right here with the Temperance in reverse. If you resonate with that, it's time to opt for consistency over urgency. Time to take baby steps in the direction of your calling. To remember that you don't need to have it all figured out or know exactly where the path is leading you. You don't have to know every single step along the way before you set out on your great journey. You just need to take the next step. Ooh, so here, think on this one, group one. What's one simple baby step you can take in the direction of your soul's calling? Let me know in the comments what that is, because I am curious. I'm going to pull a card for self-care. Let's see, what is some self-care for group one? Nourish your temple and family. Take care of your bodies, my love. They are the ones that are supporting you, and especially with this new moon in Taurus and we're in spring and the weather's warming up and all of that stuff, it's a perfect time for you to, again, embody that same energy of restoration within yourself, you know, blooming and connecting and nourishing by giving yourself healthy foods and taking yourself out on walks and all that good stuff. Mantra: I nourish my body with healthy food, clean water, and positive self-talk. Period. And then when it comes to family, just know that this is not only blood related. Family is so much more than blood relation. It is your soul family. It is your chosen family. It is the people who make you feel a sense of family. So when the family card comes out for self-care, take it how it resonates for you. Mantra: I share unconditional love and receive it in return. Ooh, this also feels like you guys just need to know that your ideas are supported by your community. And so when you take care of yourself and you're able to spend time with people that feel good to be around, it's going to help you feel more anchored in the steps that you're taking in order to bring those dreams into reality. So that's what I'm seeing for you guys, group one. Let me know how that resonates for you. Let me know in the comments, like, what came up for you. Also, I'm curious, like, what are the ideas you're having within your creativity? This group I can definitely like resonate with on my own regard too. So let me know, what are you working on? What are your ideas? And how are you working with this new moon energy? If you'd like to work with me one-on-one, either by getting a personal reading or maybe coming to one of my tarot classes, energy workings, moon ceremonies, all of that and more can be found on my website, JessieRetroReadings.com, which is always linked in the description of this video. If you found this helpful, it'd be really, really awesome if you fucking share this, bitch. Let somebody else get that good news and that good vibe. I appreciate you so much, and I'll see you on the next one, group one. Remember, until next time, if they ain't paying your bills, and even if you are, pay them bitches no mind. Check you later. Bye. What up, group two? Welcome to your new moon in Taurus reading. So let's get into it. You guys picked the rose quartz, which is also all about self-love and self-care and all of that good self stuff. Anyways, let's get into it. I didn't look at any of these cards when I pulled them. It was me just shuffling and being like, okay, what does group 2 need to hear? What does group 3 need to hear? So let's break it down. Let's see what you guys needed to hear. So 5, Sybil. Think twice before sharing what you know with anyone except those who you know without question are ready to hear it. To me, it just feels like you guys are being called to protect your peace right now. I feel like you guys are making a lot of moves in your physical world, your material world, and not everybody gets access to that information. So what else do we have? A new romantic cycle begins. Conclusions are within reach. Take time to breathe out. Ooh, and then we have the courageous peony, multifaceted, unique nature, let yourself be seen. Baby, it feels like the glow up is happening for you, group 2. You guys are having a glow up. For those of you who are single, love might be headed your way. With those of you who are in a relationship already, things might be switching up for you in your romantic life, maybe feeling a little bit more of the love. It just feels like this is a time for you to just breathe in, breathe out, be your beautiful, bold self, and to really receive your abundance, receive your karmic justice is how I'm hearing it. Not like you don't need to make yourself accessible to everyone. You are not for everyone. And that is honestly a blessing. Especially with this courageous peony, multifaceted, unique nature, let yourself be seen. It just feels like now is go time. You've been working on trying to see a version of yourself more clearly. And now it's like, all right, the bitch has arrived. I'm feeling good. I'm looking good. Let me just live. Like, let me just live. It doesn't feel like you guys need to do any sort of external work. You guys don't. Like, if you don't want to do any manifestation work with this new moon, you don't have to. To me, it just feels like you are evolving into this new version of yourself where you know that you are taken care of. You know that you are good. If you've been stressing on things, know that that's coming to an end with this. Conclusions are within reach. Take time to breathe out. Again, just feel like what you've been stressing on, breathe easy, baby. It's going to come to a resolve. And I'm also getting the vibe that you guys have been kind of commiserating is the word that I'm hearing. When you're talking to people about the things you've been struggling with, I want you to really ask yourself if the people that you've been talking to are just in the shit with you, complaining right alongside with you, stressing right alongside with you, or are they trying to better their situation, or maybe helping you get new perspectives on your situation? Because the vibe that I'm getting here with this think twice before sharing what you know feels like you are working on bettering your situation, or you've been working on bettering your situation, and some of the people around you are not doing that same thing. And this new moon in Taurus is all about bettering your physical surroundings, being luxurious at home, feeling good, comfy, cozy. And that's what you're headed towards, is feeling good in yourself and in your romantic relationships. And so anybody that isn't on that same vibe, they can't come with, sorry babe, they can't come with, at least not right now. So what else is going on for group 2? What's going on with group 2? Gazooks. The 5 was standing out to me too, and it's that 5 of Cups. 5 is chaos and change. Think of it as like when you shave your head bald and then it gets to that weird bowl cut stage. You either have to commit to that awkward stage and trust through that process that ultimately it'll be worth it when you have those long locks and you can have your own fucking herbal essence commercial where you're throwing your hair around and being that bitch. Or you could just say, fuck it, I don't like this, and shave your head bald and start all over with that whole process. So right now, being in that place of chaos and change, especially emotionally, and they're speaking to conclusions are within reach in your romantic life. Again, breathe out, be yourself, and do not sit there and commiserate with people who aren't trying to better themselves, because the Five of Cups suggests an energy of crying over spilled milk, crying over what has been, what's already done, what can't be fixed or resolved. And the Two of Cups behind this person is always a suggestion to like redirect your tension, redirect your focus towards the things that are available to you, that are working. So this courageous peony is, are you going to be courageous enough to like endure this awkward transitional period of, you know, growing out your hair? Are you going to let yourself recognize that there are opportunities for you to try new hairstyles and to do things differently? Or are you gonna stay in this place of just boohoo, woe is me? This new moon is saying, no more boohoo, woe is me. We don't do that. We don't know her. We're too courageous for that. We're too brave. We're too multifaceted. We're too unique in our nature. We need to be seen. We can't be hiding over here looking at all this shit that disappoints us. Okay, anything else that we need to know what's going on for group 2? Bro, 10 of Pentacles. Yes. That also speaks to the conclusions being within reach. Your material world is really going to shift, and it requires you to sort of move beyond. Again, being at that crossroads, the Two of Swords suggests that crossroads of, am I going to commit and allow myself to push through this discomfort and this uncomfortable situation? Or am I going to retreat? Either way, I need to make a decision, and it's like a final decision. Conclusions are within reach, you know? And Six of Swords is all about this like finding refuge, mental refuge. It's get me out of this chaos, get me out of looking at all of this bad shit, mindset shift. To me, it feels like this new moon is a giant invitation, group 2, for you guys to finally stop carrying everybody else's fears and burdens and to stand firm in who you actually are. Because once you do that, you can recognize, oh shit, I'm not, like, I have opportunities. I have wealth in front of me with these relationships that I have in my life. I am the wealth. I am the source of this. It just feels like you've gotten distracted with the past emotional attachments that you've had, whether that was your coworkers bitching and moaning about their situation, your friends, your family, whatever it is. It just feels like you've gotten to this place where you're just sitting there in the same negative cesspool, and you're not recognizing, oh shit, like, I can get out of this. There's an exit strategy for me. So I'm gonna read the Courageous Peony. Flowers don't open and close according to who walks by. They embrace all of what they are and show it to the world around them. The peony doesn't try to compete with the cherry blossom, and the cherry blossom doesn't try to compete with the tulip. They own what they are and trust the timing of their true nature. You're being called to do the same. It's time to open yourself up to being seen. Time to share your incredible, multifaceted, true nature with the world around you. To uncover and reveal your soul's greatest gifts without wavering. To own your uniqueness without apology. There's a flower on this planet that holds the same qualities that your soul is readying itself to express. Let it inform you. You may have been taught that it's safer to keep your light hidden or your voice small, to hide behind the bushes instead of growing tall. The Courageous Peony is here to remind you that it's safe to embody all of who you truly are. It's safe to share your voice and let yourself be seen. At first, it may feel uncomfortable, and you may be afraid of what others think. But with each passing day, it does become easier. Little by little, you realize that it draws in those who are meant for you, and experiences you've been longing for arrive at your feet. Now, I want you to answer this in the comments, okay? So, How are you being called to allow yourself to be more visible and seen in the world? Curious, very curious. All right, can we get some guidance for group 2, please? Mother Earth, you are called upon to help with an environmentalism. You are called upon to help with environmentalism. With Mother Earth, that is also speaking to the Pentacles and this Taurus energy, Earth sign. So it just, get grounded is something that I'm also hearing. Like, connect with Mother Earth. Go walk barefoot on the grass. If you're lucky enough to live around natural flowing water, go be near natural flowing water. That is a beautiful place to meditate. That's what our ancestors did. They would sit by running water, the lakes and the streams and rivers, and just sit in meditation. And it feels like that might be something that's beneficial for you, connecting with Earth, simplifying life. Because again, this just kind of speaks to you being in your head a little bit too much, giving somebody else your power, thinking too deeply about the past and getting kind of caught up in all of those things, as opposed to really pulling back and simplifying and recognizing the wealth that exists in your life currently so that you can keep that moving forward. And if you are interested in environmentalism, please let me know how that one's showing up for you. Now let's get you some self-care. What does group 2 need for some self-care? Write a gratitude list, aromatherapy, and take a walk. What was I just talking about? Walk barefoot in the grass. Gratitude list. Again, that also speaks to the things of like, and 5, 55, 5. 5s are major for you. You guys are at a massive turning point in your lives, group 2. And shit, there's a 5 over there too. But anyways, all of that to say, like, this new moon is a beautiful time for you to really just look at the world around you and be grateful for it. Be in gratitude for the things that you have. Because this feels like the classic overthinkers who feel like they don't have enough or get sort of caught up in everybody else's situation, and so they kind of stress themselves out on thinking that they're in the same boat as everyone else. And group 2, it looks like, no, you are not in the same boat. Like, at least you don't have to be. Mindset shift is everything for you. Write a gratitude list. Mantra, I am grateful. What are you grateful for? How can you show more gratitude daily? Take a walk. Mantra, with each step forward, I release what no longer serves me. Journal prompt. What sights, sounds, and smells do you notice when you go for walks, and how do these things make you feel? And then 3, aromatherapy. Mantra, I'm in touch with all my senses and find bliss in exploring them. Journal prompt, what is your favorite scent from childhood, and what does it remind you of? All right, group 2, so that's what I'm seeing for you. Please let me know how this resonated for you, what came up for you. Maybe answer some of those journal prompts in the comments if you're feeling called to do so. If you're feeling called to share this video with somebody that you think might benefit from it, I'd really appreciate that. You can also give this video a like. And if you would like to work with me one-on-one, or maybe come to one of my full moon ceremonies or my tarot classes, or check out any of my offerings, you can find all of that on my website, JessieRetroReadings.com, which is always linked in the description of these videos. But remember, until next time, if they ain't paying your bills, and even if they are, pay them bitches no mind. Check you later. Bye. What up, group 3? This is your reading for the new moon in Taurus. If you guys picked pile 3, you also picked the pile with the raw amethyst. Amethyst is really good for psychic development, intuitive development, and also it's a personal favorite as a Pisces, you know. Amethyst is the crystal, all that good stuff. Anyways, so I did not look at any of these cards before I pulled them. I literally just shuffled the deck and said, hey, what does group 3 need to know? And this is what came out. So let's see what you have. Okay. The gardener. So right off the bat, I am getting a clear description that you guys are the type of people that live in your head a lot. And overthink before taking action. It says, weed out negativity and toxic thoughts to clear the way for the new growth that is sure to come if you add habits that heal to your life. So to me, I'm already getting the vibe that this new moon is really inviting you to be in a place of practicality, of groundedness. It's like the negative thoughts have been really loud. The negative thoughts have been really loud for you. The self-criticism has been really loud for you. And this new moon is an opportunity for you to hit the pause button and to just observe those thoughts and to ask yourself, like, are those actually helping me? Is this criticism helping me, or is it hindering my process? So just give yourself a moment to reflect on that, because if it is hindering your process, then baby, it is time to pull those fucking weeds. Let's see what else you got. And then it's talking about earth and garden. So there's a lot of grounded energy. Again, this is that earth sign in Taurus, and Taurus is all about that grounded earth energy. Earth pulsing, pulse of the Mother Earth. Slow down, time in nature. Simple. You got the gardener, and you're also being told to be out in nature. The only thing you really need to do with this new moon, it feels like, is give yourself the opportunity to get new perspective. Don't let pride get in your way. Your hard work is paying off and emotions are running high. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, because again, what I was picking up on was this feeling of overthinking and stressing and all of that. And so this new moon is calling you to just take a step back, simplify life a little bit, go walk out in nature and connect to that earth element, as opposed to constantly being in this work mode of, I got to get the thing done. I got to take care of the bills. I got to make sure that, you know, A, B, and C is taken care of. They're like, we get it. You're stressed, you're freaking out, but we need you to know that your hard work, like, you did the work. You did the hard work. And now it's about recognizing, it's kind of like going from that place of, I'll compare it to when you're on a diet. It's like you've gotten to that place of losing the weight and learning how to lose the weight, and you've gotten really good at that, and now you're a little bit too hyper focused and you're at that place where you don't need to lose weight anymore, but you haven't learned how to maintain. So you're like trying to figure out how to just, you know, not keep counting the calories or restricting yourself or over exercising or whatever. You now need to find this new center, this new goal, and recognize that, like, it's the hard work, the hard part of it, of that part of it is done. And now you can start reaping the benefits of that previous work, and then reimagine what this next goal looks like. And what's really going to help you through that is connecting with Mother Earth, simplifying things, grounding, pacing yourself, doing that kind of work, and focusing your attention on your personal and mental health, instead of, you know, taking the bait of that self-critical thought. It's like, hold up, where's that thought coming from? Is it supportive to me? And addressing it accordingly. So what else is going on for group 3? Oh God. I just saw the devil, and then with emotions running high, it's possible you guys are like in a relationship or have people near you where shit's just hitting the fan for them. And there's this, yeah, and my ear is ringing as I'm saying it. It's kind of like you guys feel this responsibility to take care of everybody else's shit and to manage their stresses. Meanwhile, you're over here stressing on things that you can't affect. And it's like uncomfortable for you to be in this position where you can't affect it. You can't save somebody else's ship, you know? And when it says don't let pride get in your way, it is this moment, this Taurus new moon is really bringing this invitation to you to look at yourself and just recognize, like, take a pause, pull back and be like, am I, all right, let me put it this way. So in the song, I think it's Mood of the Century by Queen Herbie, the second verse says, it was kind of toxic to think that I could save people. Have to be their choice to stop walking on the same needles. I kept going numb. I got Botox in my pine needle, but instead of numb, I choose to be peaceful. And that's really what's happening for you, is like, you need to give yourself a moment to recognize it's kind of fucking toxic for you to think that you can change people, save people, go into somebody else's mess and fix it. Baby, it's not your circus, it's not your monkeys, and that might be an uncomfortable place to see, because this might be family, this might be loved ones, whatever. But ultimately, you are being called to look at your side of the fence, you know, your side of the street, and clean up your shit, not theirs. Clean up your shit. Don't be avoidant of your own stuff. And that's where you're being called to weed out the negative and the negative thoughts. It's because weed it out, pull the weeds out. You're operating from a place that isn't aligned for you. So simplify that and know that, like, just slow down, be in this process, and let yourself evolve. Yeah, release the burden. The 10 of Wands in reverse. Release the burdens. So what is the guidance here for group 3? I am the mood of the century. Prosperity. Yep, knew it. The universe is pouring its abundance out to you. Be open to receiving. Yeah, and you're not open to receiving right now, at least not how I'm feeling it energetically. It feels like you guys have been very closed off to receiving your prosperity because you've been so focused on, like, how can I help this person? How can I fix this thing? How can I, you know, shake this person awake? Meanwhile, the universe is like, bitch, can you get your bag? Can you stop feeling like it's your responsibility to save somebody else? Because that just speaks to this toxic attachment, toxic thoughts, negativity, feeling like you're attached to somebody else's shit when you don't have to be and you're not supposed to be. The Hangman, when it's upright, is gaining enlightenment from uncomfortable perspectives. And that's what's really being offered to you right now with this new moon, is you can gain enlightenment from this uncomfortable position of no longer trying to be the solution for everybody else's problem. But it requires you to stop saving everybody else. Transformation. You're experiencing enormous change right now, which brings great blessings. And I think that's also where the emotions are running high, because ultimately you are in this position to really drop the bags, to release the burden, to gain enlightenment. But it requires you to evolve, to weed out that negativity, to not let pride block your blessings. It was kind of toxic to think that I could save people. Had to be their choice to stop walking on the same needles. Earth pulsing. We're going to read this one right here. Earth pulsing. A mysterious pulse is woven through all of life. The planet itself has a rhythm. You can see it in the seasons and the tides. In our world of artificial lighting, long working hours, and modern conveniences, it's easy for us to feel stuck and off kilter. It's time to reconnect with nature and surrender to the pulse of the earth. Earth pulsing is my favorite tool for surrendering to the rhythmic pulse of the mother and the entire universe. There's also on here, it says Earth Pulsing Meditation. You can find it starseedoracle.com. me. But you could probably find meditations for connecting to the earth and earth pulsing. You can look at it on YouTube and all that kind of stuff. Not to also, I'm probably going to be posting some of the meditations that I curate for my ceremonies. I'm going to start posting those on this YouTube channel, so keep an eye out for that. Today, many of us are disconnected from the land beneath us. Somewhere along the way, a severing happened, a moment when it became too painful to stay connected. We feel unsupported and as if we don't belong. We look to other people and the external world to fill the void of the connection, holding and belonging once given to us by the earth. Taking, clutching, conquering, longing for others to receive us fully as the mother once did. Forgetting that she's still here, waiting for us to remember and activate the part of us that longs to receive her embrace. When you consciously connect with the earth, a veil is lifted and she opens up and receives you more fully. You're able to drink from her sweet waters and release what no longer serves you. Stagnant energy falls away and you become connected to all things on the planet. So this one comes with a little activation. And so what we're going to do is I'm going to have you take a moment to just put your hand over your heart space, over your chest. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Out from the mouth. And repeat after me. I surrender to the pulse of the mother. May my heart beat in unison with her. Love it. Okay, let's get you some self-care, my love, and then we're gonna wrap it up there. What is some self-care for group 3? Take a walk. Take a walk. Yeah, you need to go out in nature. Point blank period. 4, be still. That's that meditation we were talking about. Just be still, just be in nature. Mantra, in stillness, I find my center and hear the messages meant for me. Journal prompt, take 2 minutes to sit still. What thoughts and feelings arise? I'm curious to know about that one too. Let me know in the comments if you feel called to do that. And then 52, take a walk. That mantra is, with each step forward, I release what no longer serves me. Journal prompt. What sights, sounds, and smells do you notice when you go for walks? And how do these things make you feel? Again, let me know in the comments what's coming through for you. That is what I am seeing for you, group 3. Let me know what came up and how this resonates for you. I would love to hear about it. If you feel like somebody else could benefit from one of these readings, please go ahead and share this with them. Give this video a like if you haven't already. And I just want to take a moment to say thank you. Thank you so much for being here. If you would like to work with me one-on-one, or maybe come to one of my tarot classes or my full moon ceremonies, or get a personal reading, you can find out all of that and more in the link in the description, which is JessieRetroReadings.com, my website. You get it. And remember, until next time, if they ain't paying your bills, and even if they are, pay them bitches no mind. Check you later. Bye.